Welcome back. For this, my first video of 2025, I'm just going to play the new bots that chess.com puts out every month. But in case you missed it, a few videos ago, I said my only real chess New Year's resolution was to no longer play any blitz or bullet games. And I made that video a few days before the end of 2024, and since then I haven't played any blitz or bullet games. Hopefully that will help. One other update is that finally, after about a year and a half of this channel being monetized, I finally got paid, which was kind of exciting. But if you're under the impression that small channel YouTubers get paid a lot of money, that's just not the case. At least with the average view counts that I get, you accrue a few cents per day and maybe a few dollars per month, and then YouTube doesn't pay you until you get over $100. And that finally happened a few days before the end of the year. I was happy that I finally did see actual income from this, which I guess technically makes me a professional YouTuber. But as I've always said, I'm not here to make money or build an audience or anything like that. I'm trying to get better at chess. Let's just go ahead and do that before I waste any more time. The new bots on chess.com are called Trash Talkers. There are 5 bots. Wally Jr. at 400, The Hustler at 950, Samantha is 1300, then there's Trashbot 1999, which is rated 1700, and The Master, which is 2100, who's been playing chess since before I was born. I mean, honestly, that thumbnail looks like he's about my age, so he can't have been playing chess much longer than since before I was born. But anyway, I'm going to start with the lowest rated one. I'll go as far as I can, and I will let the computer choose the colors. I think I missed the step where the computer chooses the colors. But anyway, let's play the English opening. I think he's probably going to play here, but I'm going to go ahead and play the English and see what the bot does. Wally has played A6. Is Wally going to try to play B5? And if so, what should I do about that? Should I take the center? Should I go about my... You know what? I'm going to go about my normal business of fianchettoing my bishop over here and hope that Wally plays B5. Wally did not. Wally's going to continue advancing the A pawn. All right, I'm going to fianchetto this bishop and hope he moves the B pawn. He did not. All right. I would have a check here, but they could just block with that. I mean, if I had moved this pawn, but that's usually my next move in the English, so I'm just going to go ahead and do it and get this knight out like I normally do and try to take advantage of any blunders or mistakes that Wally makes. May have already made one, like moving this pawn twice. Okay, that cannot possibly be good. But what can I do about it? I can't check it right now. I'm going to go ahead and castle and try to play principally, try to develop my pieces. Okay, that looks like it's coming for me, but I think I need to move my B pawn so I can get this bishop out. Let's go ahead and do that, see where these all these kingside pawns are going. It would be embarrassing if the bot checkmated me with a couple of pawns here after having moved its king. I don't know what that bishop's doing there, but I am going to challenge it with this pawn, see what happens. Okay, let's go ahead and get this knight there, and then I think maybe we'll start shoving pawns this way. Okay, a rook has lined up. Looks like it could be dangerous. Wally is still failing to develop all these pieces. Well, now because of where that knight is, I can't check here. And I can't really get rid of the knight, so I'm not sure. Should I start trying to advance some of these pawns? Or, you know what? Let's just go ahead and take the full control of the center here and see what Wally has moved the queen up. I think I have a whole bunch of pieces guarding this square, including the knight. So I think I'm going to go ahead and push this pawn. Wait, if I push that pawn, is Wally going to play the E pawn? Oh, that looks scary. Should I play the F pawn now? And then push that? You know what? Let's do that. Let's play the F pawn, see if they take. Nope, they didn't. Okay. Well, now I'm going to play my D pawn and see what happens. And we're going to do all kinds of stuff here. Okay. We're going to check. That queen is undefended, so I think they'll have to either just move out of check or take the pawn with the king, because if they take there, I would get their queen, I think. So let's go ahead and check there. We're breaking open the center here. Okay, they did take with the king, which I can check with the bishop, and then they could take with the knight. Then I could put my queen there, and that seems awesome. Or should I put the knight there first, aiming at their knight? I don't know. Let's check and see what they do. We're even on material, but their king is kind of in the middle of the board. So, okay, they did not take with the knight. All right. Well, now I'm not sure why my bishop's out there. Should I put it back? I'm going to put it back and then maybe check with the knight and see what happens. Oh, the queen has run over to the corner. I feel like Wally is wasting a bunch of moves and I'm somehow incapable of doing anything about it. I'm going to check with the knight. If they take it, I'm going to take the rook. I'm going to take the rook and then take the knight, I think is how this is going to work. Let's take the knight with the bishop, and now I'm up one exchange. And they give up the queen for the rook, so that's good for me, I'm pretty sure. And then I'm going to check over here. Think this is good. Check. That's one option. I can check here now, protected by my bishop, and then they'll have to move over, and then I'll have mate, I think. Okay. Wow, that was harder than I thought it should have been. I'm going to save that game and I guess just go on to the next bot instead of trying to analyze this one and taking up more of my time. Let's go to play bots and the hustler. And yeah, I just realized they have moved the let the computer choose the colors to down here. I keep forgetting about that. That's why I don't like interface changes, especially when they're just random and there's no real reason for them. But anyway, okay, I did get the black pieces. The hustler is rated 950 and is opened with the Kadas opening, or Kadas, not sure. I guess let's take a center square here and then, oh, that pawn is still going. Should I just let it go? I had a real person do this against me not too long ago. I don't know if I should play h6 to stop it or just leave it there. Okay, I'm going to get my knight out and see if it keeps going. Oh, it didn't. I'm going to take more center space here. I think I've controlled most of the center squares. The rook has gone back. Excellent. Then I think I will take even more center space. And all of these pawns are protected right now. I think I should get this knight out. I'm kind of aiming there, but not really. Oh, they're challenging some of my center pawns. Okay, I'm going to take this pawn, I think. And then that pawn up here, because I don't think they can do much to me. Oh, they have two pieces aimed there. Okay, that's probably okay. I'm going to take the rook, and I don't get to castle in this game, at least not kingside. Well, I thought they were going to take my rook. Okay, that was clearly a blunder to not take back my rook. Okay, well, now I kind of want to put my rook in the corner there to keep that bishop from moving. Should I do that? That seems fun. And now I can take this pawn with check. The king has to come out, and then I should probably bring my knight back. I think I'm going to bring my knight back. And then I want to put this bishop here on e7 so I can check with it, I think. Because their knight's guarding that square, but so is my queen. Oh, they've taken my knight. Let's check first, see where they go. Oh, they blocked? Okay, well, let's take it, check. And now, now I can't check here because the knight is still guarding those squares. Okay, I'm up 4 points of material, but I think I made a mistake at some point. I don't know if I should bring the rook back. I did notice that their queen's undefended, so I'm going to push this pawn, see if they take. But then if I take, they'll get my queen, but I can take it back. I should get this bishop out first. Yeah, let's get the bishop out first so that my rook is protecting my queen. Oh, they kind of ruined my plan, but let's go ahead and see what they do here. This way I get to take their queen if they take back. They did not. So I'm going to take the... Ooh, no, they get my rook. I'm not sure what to do. Let's see, should I take the bishop? And when they take back, I'll get their knight. So I'll get 2 pieces for a rook and a pawn, 2 minor pieces for a rook and a pawn. I think that's good for me. Let's do that. See if they take back. They did. Okay, and then I'm going to take here. And you know what? I think I'm going to go ahead and pin the queen to the king. So maybe they'll take it and then I'll take back. They did not. Okay, I'm going to trade off for that. And then we're going to castle queenside so that my rook is in the game. It's pointed at an undefended pawn, which they made no move to defend, so I will take it with check. Don't know if should I just start marching this pawn? Or should I bring 2 pawns? I'm going to bring 2 pawns. They can, or maybe 3. They can all go together. Okay, that just allows my knight to come in here, which seems like a really nice plan. Or here. I like this one even better because they can't get it out of there, I don't think. Where's that going? Here? Oh, it's protecting this pawn, because I should have just taken the pawn, probably. Okay, well, I didn't. It's also guarding that square and letting their rook out. I don't know where they're going to bring their rook, but let's start bringing these pawns. Now my rook is defended. They wanted to go around that way because I can't defend that pawn. All right, it is true. I cannot defend that pawn. I can check and take this pawn. I think that's good. I know they're going to get that one, probably. They did. I'm going to have to be careful. But I think I can get out. Well, they're not going to check me here while my bishop's there, but they might attack the bishop, in which case I can come defend it. So I think I'm okay here. I am going to come after this knight, which I don't think... oh, I thought it was going to come in here, but it didn't. I could check and win the rook for the rook, and that's just a trade, and I'd still be up 6 points of material. But this way, I just get a free piece, I think. And now they came after the bishop, which I can just take another pawn with. Can I just do that? Let's take another pawn. Go ahead and check them here, I guess. I was going to take that A pawn, but that seems like a good plan here. Not sure what the best plan here is. Not sure at all. I know they can check me, but I think I can get out of it. And again, they're not going to check me here. So let's leave the bishop there. Should I start bringing my king toward that rook? No, because then they can check me on the 7th rank, which I don't really want them to do. Start marching the pawns again. Okay, that pawn's undefended. I can just defend it like this. Do you think they'll trade off here? No, they checked me. Oh, because I blocked the bishop from defending that square. I think I'm just going to get out of it like I said. Oh, they're trying to keep me from getting out of it. Well, that's too bad. You know what, though? I can check them here and then win their rook. That's not that big a deal. Let's take the rook, and then we're going to be fine because they can't take those pawns because they can't get to them. And I'm just going to guard one of the pawns on the way down. Let's see. Let's move this pawn and then get in front of it and just go ahead and do this. And then this pawn's going to march down, and there's not much they can do about it. They can come take the other pawns, but then I'll have my queen, and we will win this game. Oh, they're trying to get a queen of their own. Let's stop that. Now, if I queen here, they do still have a legal move, not to mention, yeah, those two squares. Okay, I just wanted to make sure. I don't want to stalemate. Let's put the queen here so I can just get my king out of the way, and it'll be a check. Oh, they want to go that way? Okay, well, I'm going to go ahead and check them because if they're in check, it's definitely not a stalemate. And then I can move my king out of the way, and that's a check from the queen. Then I will just bring my king a little closer, and we're going to have checkmate here on the next turn right there. Okay, I definitely felt a little bit rusty here, but I'm going to save the game and not do the analysis on this one, and I will go to the next bot, which is Samantha rated 1300. Again, I have to switch this down here because it always defaults to one color or the other instead of the option that I always choose. Okay, Samantha gets to go first. We're going to play the French defense, see what happens. This is completely normal. Are we going to get advance, exchange, or the knight out? Okay, we got the knight out. I'm going to play this version, which is the Rubinstein or Rubinstein variation. I'm not sure how it's pronounced. And then we will do this. I've been this far before. Oh, I don't think I've ever had an opponent do that. Should I take or should I take the free pawn? I wouldn't mind trading off the queens here, but then they're ahead in development, which white usually is, or I could just take the pawn. Now, if I take the pawn, they can immediately attack me, but if they do that, then I can take this pawn. So I don't think they'll do that. What'll they play if I take the d pawn? They get this knight out, but in that case, I could come back and then I would be a pawn ahead. I think that's all right. See what they play. Oh, they played over here. What's that about? Are they keeping me from checking? I can still check here and then maybe get that pawn. What is that about? I can just attack the queen immediately, or should I get a piece out? No, I don't know. Let's attack the queen immediately and see what they do with it. They went back. Okay, that's kind of what I thought they would do. And I'm going to go ahead and get this bishop up here since I opened that space for it, and then maybe I can castle in a moment. Oh, they want to do it this way. Okay, I guess I can be comfortable with the queen trade now if they still want it. They want to do it this way where their bishop is out. That's an option. Or I could just leave my queen there for a second and get another piece out. Should I get my knight out or the bishop? Let's get the knight out, maybe, and see what my opponent does. Samantha is playing a little unusually. Oh, that was actually pretty good, wasn't it? Okay, well, let's get the bishop out then. Come on, Samantha. Which way should I castle? The castle queen side? Oh, because that pawn's free. I gave up that pawn at some point and didn't even realize it. You know what? Let's check them, see what they do. They blocked with that bishop. I thought they were going to take, and I was going to take, and then they were going to take here and force me to move my king, but they didn't. Well, I don't want to castle queen side while their queen is here, so I think I should just take it and then castle queen side. Let's try that. I assume they'll take with the bishop, and then I will castle this way, which protects this pawn. And now they've aimed at my rook, so I'm going to immediately push this pawn to force that bishop to go somewhere. It ran away, aiming for this pawn, which is currently defended, but may not always be. So should I do the king to b8? Why not? Let's do king to b8, because I might have to move the knight at some point, and it won't always be defending the a pawn. Let's see, what can I do? Can I do anything with this knight? Not really. I guess I could go here, but then that doesn't help anything. I need to get this pawn out of the way of this bishop, but then I think they might just put their dark squared bishop back there aiming at my rook. So what if I play h6 first, then do that? If I play this, they surely won't go there or there. I'm going to go ahead and play this so that my dark squared bishop actually has somewhere to go. And then I will defend it with this rook in case they try to challenge it somehow. Okay, they're coming for the knight. I'm going to put this knight here and see if they want to trade, which lets this bishop out. Okay, they're coming for me. Not sure what to do about that. Should I retract this bishop just a little bit? Or should I go over here and see what they want to do about these rook situations? Get my rook on an open file? Oh, yep, they want to let me have the rook on the open file? Oh, they're coming after that bishop. Could retract it. Go over there with it, which aims at that pawn, but then they would just move that pawn and trap my... They might move that pawn and trap my bishop anyway. Should probably bring it back at some point after I bring this one back. Oh, goodness. What are we doing? I'm not sure what's going on with the pawns there, but I'm going to go ahead and trade off the dark squared bishops too. And then looks like not that one, but I should be able to get some pawns at some point. Oh, no, none of them. All their pawns that I can see here are defended. So not the thing that I thought. But if I don't take here or go past, they're going to have a passed pawn. And if I take, they're probably still going to be able to get a passed pawn. So I'm going to go past and lock that up. And they did trap my bishop in there, like I said, that they probably would. Going to come down here and try to bring it back this way to e4. So it's in front of my pawns instead of behind them. That I think I'll take with my A pawn, and I'll take that one with my B pawn, which used to be the A pawn. So now my A pawn is a C pawn. Oh, these pieces are really well defended, so I'm not sure what this guy's doing here. What are you doing, guy? Should I run over here and try to get their A pawn? I assume they'll defend it. Let's try to get their A pawn and see where they go. They gave me the A pawn. Is this a trap? If I go there, I guess they could attack it, but then I'll come back or check on the way back. Wait. If I go there, they can attack my rook, and when I move it, they get this pawn. Not if I move it with check, but then I still can't protect that pawn. I'd have to bring the rook all the way back to protect the pawn. But that's okay. I'm up 3 pawns. So now I'm up 4 pawns. Let's see what they do. I did predict that. Very nice. Well, let me move the rook with check first. See what they do. And then I can protect that pawn. Oh, I'm not sure. I'm going to do it, though. And now if they want to trade, then I have a bunch of passed pawns. I guess I could run over here and get their H pawn. Or should I go ahead at first and protect this one? Because I was just thinking if they take the bishop and I take back, then this pawn is free, and then they're going to get that one too. So let's go ahead and protect my front C pawn, and then I'll run over there and try to get their H pawn. Oh, they did trade. Okay. But now these pawns are defended. They're going to try to come and check me, but I think I'm fine there. So let's try to get their H pawn. Oh, get that one, I guess. Go ahead. Go ahead and take it. You did. Good job. Well, I'm going to take this one, which is a check. And then, guess, go ahead and get this one too. I'm going to get out of check. That's what I'm going to do. And then take this pawn. And go here so my rook is protected. And then try to get some of these pawns down. Let's see. What's the best way to get the pawns down? Let's push this one. And I'll just try to stay behind them and just move as a group here. So my king can protect some of them. And then the other pawn can protect some of them. And then maybe try to... Oh, I'm just going to go ahead and take the rook. That'll make this a whole bunch easier. Okay. Then they can go get those pawns if they want to. Oh, they didn't want to. Ooh, are they trying for a stalemate? You know what? They can't have a stalemate because they can just come here and take all those pawns if they want to. I'm going to go ahead and march this one down, see where they go. Okay, go ahead and take those pawns. I'll get this one out of my way. And then bring my king... And I'm going to go ahead and trap them on those side ranks over there, or side files, I should say, like so. They can take that pawn, and then they're trapped on that side, and I will bring the king. They should go toward my rook, probably. I'm going to run away, and then keep bringing my king, and we will checkmate them with the king and the rook. And I'll go down there, and let's see, I'll come a little closer. It's not checkmate yet, so I'm going to move a pawn and see if they get in front of my king. Or go back to the corner. They went back to the corner. Now they have to get up in front of my king, the opposition, and then that's checkmate. All right. I was going to keep playing until I got one that beat me, which will probably be the next one, but as it is, I'm out of time. Let me know if you have played any of these trash talker bots, or what you've been doing lately to get better at chess. Any chess-related New Year's resolutions that you've made for 2025. I appreciate any and all input in the comment section. Thank you so much for being here. I'll see you next time.